Hello everyone, welcome to this video. I've been waiting to do this video for a while now. I was just waiting on this Proto set of wrenches to come in. As we all know, Stanley Black & Decker owns Mac. Probably know they own Proto. Not sure if you knew they own Facom or not, but they own them. They own everything, it seems like, but Snap-on. Anyways, I was looking for another wrench set, and as I said before, I have that Right Tools wrench set. That's in the wrench roll, but I keep it in the roll because of the whole alignment thing. I go across to a different shop sometimes. It's just super easy to have all the wrenches I'm going to need in one nice, convenient pouch. However, I have a Snap-on 10 through 17 millimeter Flank Drive Plus set that I can access quickly. It's in a drawer. It's in that little tray they come in. But sometimes I need the larger wrenches, the 18 through I'd say 24, and it's kind of a pain in the butt to pull out that roll and pull them out. It's not that quick. It's not a necessity to have a second wrench set. It's totally going to be a luxury, but I was looking for those larger sizes. Now, Snap-on has their, I think it's 20 to 24 millimeter set you can get, but it's over $200. Still doesn't have the 18 and 19. I'm like, for that price, I can just buy a whole set of like the Proto, or I was going to get the Right Tool wrenches, which were a little bit cheaper than these Protos, but I already have the right one, so it's like, why not switch it up and get a second brand just to try out, because I like doing that stuff. But anyways, and I had bought this Mac Precision Torque wrench when I was a lube tech. I was doing alignments, again, back to the alignment thing, because the Pittsburgh set I had was rounding out those 21 millimeter tie rod end nuts. And I bought this one, and it's worked great. I don't really recall if I've ever had it round anything off. Again, I work and live in California, so it's not like I'm dealing with any, rust belt stuff. But anyways, I was looking for another wrench set. I was going to go with these Facoms because I knew that these were rebranded. And they came on sale. Well, actually, I didn't at the time when I bought it. I didn't even know it was offshore made. I don't even think I knew it was rebranded. And then the set came on sale for about $300 or so, maybe a little more than that. And it was like over $300, but I didn't want to spend that kind of money on a set that wasn't even USA made. It was rebranded. And everyone kept saying these Facoms are the same as those. At the time, these were like over $200. I paid $107 for these on Amazon. I was supposed to return one or the other. I was going to keep the Facoms just because of the price difference in it being a second set, but I didn't. I'll get to that. Anyways, sorry if I'm rushing this video. I'm on my lunch break, so I'm just trying to squeeze it in while I can. Anyways, I ordered these. They're not the same. I knew that they didn't have the anti-slip, which I wasn't too worried about, because if I do need that, I have my Snap-on or my Rights. But I just love the offset. It's my favorite offset on a wrench ever. I wish all my wrenches had this. But you can see the similarities and differences. Not as long. Cosmetically, it's a little bit different. And then the offset, so, open end's facing that way. The offset's on the other end. Not that that matters too much. And these don't seem like they're amazing quality, but not like cheap or anything. Too cheap at least. Pretty happy with them. I just wish I had a 21 millimeter in the set. There's no skips. It doesn't have a 21. I mean, it doesn't have a 9 either, but I couldn't tell you if I've ever used a 9 millimeter wrench. I might have on a brake bleeder. But anyways, so I was really trying to find these wrenches at a cheaper price than Mac. And Sid Chrome, which is an Australian brand, I do believe from the photos I've seen are the identical ones. It has that anti-slip. It looks the same offset. But here in the United States, sometimes you can find places that sell them, but most of the time it was like through eBay I can find them, but they wanted like $400, for the wrench set, in which, yes, I could have bought, this and that would have been the same price, but I'm probably going to end up keeping these Facoms at my house because I don't have a very good wrench set at my house. I just have those Pittsburgh wrenches I used to use when I first was starting out. And those are really long wrenches. Like if you're working underneath the car on jack stands, it's kind of sometimes just in the way too much. I also have the Precision Torque 8 millimeter I bought. This one looks like it has the anti-slip on it. Unless it's just all chewed up from use. But this Proto set, it comes I think 9 and down smaller don't have it. I know the 10 did. What is this, 9? Yeah, see, nothing on the 9. Not that I'm worried about that. I don't think I'm putting too much torque on them. Like I said, the Precision Torque, it's not USA made, it works great. I love these wrenches. If I didn't have these, like I was saying, I'd probably buy this set again for that price that I skipped out on it a few years ago. And I was going to debate whether I wanted the Right Tool wrench set in my box or in my cart and leave which one in the roll. This Proto set, I've only used the wrenches a little bit, but they do seem pretty nice. The only negative thing is I don't like the roll very much. these smaller sizes that are up here. Now the right one, it's just one constant line. It's probably a little bit wider of a roll then. But these fall out all the time. It came when I opened out of the box, they're out. I moved them and brought them to work. They've fallen out. And then the material itself isn't really, the other one's a nice canvas roll. It's Velcro on the right one. This one's a tie strap, which isn't bad. I have punches that are all that way. It's easier just to Velcro it really quickly than flip it around and tie it. Here, let me give you guys a better look. Here, I'll pull up the 21 just to be exact. But there's your Proto. There's your Mac. You can see that anti-slip design, as Proto is calling it. I don't know if Mac ever refers to it as that or not. Pretty much identical. Nothing else is the same. The offset's completely different. But USA made. I was going to buy the chrome one of these, but I decided to switch up and go the satin because the satin was like $10 more for the set, but it had 2 more wrenches. I think the chrome set of the Protos didn't have a 23, which is fine. I don't use that too often. I use it for like differential drain plugs on the Mazdas have them, but I already have 23mm wrench. I don't need more than one of those. And then it skips probably like a 16 or something. I'm not really too sure off the top of my head. The length's pretty good. These might end up being my favorite wrenches for all I know. We'll see. I'm going to try using them more to the other ones just to get a good feel for them. I probably could just take the 18 and up and leave the rest at home. Maybe I do that to save the space in the box. Maybe I won't. I kind of see how much space I have left after I throw these in my wrench store. Not too much. I love these wrenches, these precision torques. I don't know how much it's going to be. I don't know if I mentioned earlier in the video or not. I've done this video a couple times now because of technical problems. But anyways, last time I seen these go on sale, it was, I want to say, close to that $300 range. It wasn't that long ago, but it was only up to 19mm. Tool prices have skyrocketed everywhere. So I can only imagine that the larger set that has the larger wrenches up to the 24 is probably going to be around 400 or so. May not be worth it. I'm not really sure at that price point. I won't be buying them anyways because I now have this one. They work good. I've had no problems. My Mac wrenches have been pretty good. I like my Snap-on ones. I think I've talked about the Flink Drive Pluses on those and the pros and cons on that a little bit. But, just the different product lines of Stanley. You're dealing with the rebrands and stuff like that. I always try to find the cheaper ones or the ones that are, much I like to support the Mac guy because my Mac dealer is pretty good. Sometimes I just can't justify spending $200-300 more for the same thing. I'll get into that with the Mayhew pry bars. I just picked up a Mayhew pry bar, actually, which is the same one as the Mac ones, just a different handle. And those are pretty nice. I'm actually going to be buying some more of those pry bars pretty soon because I actually do need some larger ones. But that's a different video. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you would like to.